Good afternoon.
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Fine, ma'am.
I'm fine,
And you,
alhamdulillah.
ma'am?
I'm fine too, thanks. A bit, I feel a bit sick, but it's normal.
Inshallah,
Thank-
Allah will give you health.
What? What?
Ma'am, we are doctor. We can.
Ma'am, Allah will
treat
give you a better health.
Ma'am, Allah will give you
Yes.
good health.
Pharyngitis.
you.
Yes,
Ma'am, you are
laryngitis.
also doctor.
What?
Ma'am, he's saying that you are a doctor.
Yes. Yes, I'm a doctor.
Ma'am, you can treat yourself.
Yes, I know.
Also treat us.
What? Why? What's wrong with you?
I'm saying that if unfortunately one of our student getting sick, then we will pursue you. You will give us treatment like medicines.
No, look, students' medicines, we cannot advise just according to the symptoms. Yes, we must see also. Yes, we must examine them. Yes, and after that, maybe we should take some analyze tests. Yes, for that, and after that, we can request
Azla.
treatment. What?
Azla. जुकाम को यार क्या कहते हैं इंग्लिश में? जुकाम को? जुकाम
जुकाम
वगैरह.
को
जुकाम.
या एक कफ को खांसी कहते हैं, जुकाम को क्या कहते हैं?
क्या कहते हैं? मैम से पूछ. इस काम में जो रेशा वगैरह होता है वो किस बात होता है? मतलब कि वो फ्लूइड होता है. वो फ्लूइड कहाँ से आता है?
कोई बंदा बन है, बंदा बन.
What are you talking about?
यार ये पूछ.
Ma'am, he's talking about cough and something related to that.
Yes, cough. Yes, cough. This is a reflex. Yes, you know that.
And ma'am, also he is talking about flu.
Flu, ma'am. Ma'am, the fluid in which flu during flu, we यार अल्लाह बता.
Ma'am, actually, he's saying he want to say you something, but he not confirmed, so that's why.
Yes, coughing and sneezing, these are reflex. Yes, we will also pass this in respiratory system. Yes, why do we cough? Yes.
No, ma'am, he's saying that in severe flu that what we say just come from our nose. What we say?
Rainy nose, you mean?
Yes, ma'am. He's saying that in severe flu that the substances come from our nose and something like that. मतलब क्या कह रहा था?
No, let's. There are lots of symptoms.
Ma'am, I said.
Yes,
ma'am, I say that during flu, the fluid coming from our nose, where it is formed, this fluid, and why it is extra fluid. What do you mean?
Yes, this is inflammation. Yes, this is inflammation. Due to inflammation, there will be exudation, proliferation. Yes, this is a reaction of immunity. Yes, local reaction of immunity. Yes, you will pass this also in pathophysiology. So don't worry about that. You will pass in detail. Yes, this one. Inflammation, it is a big part of pathophysiology. Yes, who's here from your group? Let's see. Abid Hussain. I can't find. Next, yes, here. Hanzla Nasir. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Muhammad Falak Sher. Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And Riyaz Khan.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yasin Ahmad. So 1, 2,
Yes, ma'am.
5 students are here. What about others? What about others?
Ma'am, inform the other students, please. Zaz and
So from
Riyaz.
your group, we hear 3 students. This Muhammad Asad Khan, Mahmoud Maham, Mahmoud Mahnur. Yes, they have 4 absence. Tell them that they should clear this absence before first model, or they are not allowed. Okay. In other words, I will not allow them to first model. Muhammad Imran Shahi also has 3 absence today, including yes. So today, which topic have you prepared for today?
Ma'am, you were saying that the cardiac cycle and ECG we will discuss together.
Yes.
But ma'am, ma'am Mohina doesn't teach us ECG, or he's teaching about his first lecture is about self-excitation, and the next lecture is autography.
Yes, because cardiac cycle and ECG, these are topics of practice class. Yes, only in practice class we will discuss. Have you read this? Cardiac cycle, yes, because yes, we should discuss, yes, to show this electrocardiogram. Yes, we should. In lecture, yes, it is not possible to discuss about it. So first, let's start with the cardiac cycle. Who is ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Cardiac cycle. Please turn on your cameras.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Once minute. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Cardiac cycle.
cycle. What is it?
Ma'am, cardiac cycle is the time period during which the one heartbeat started till the next heartbeat started. And this is the period of cardiac cycle, in which one heartbeat take 0.8 seconds to complete this one heartbeat. Ma'am, and ma'am,
Where
in
did
one
you get this duration from? Where do you know this? That one cardiac cycle, it is 0.8. How do you calculate this?
ma'am, I only read this from book 0.8. Is it there is formula? How calculate that?
Yes, there is a formula how to calculate, because 0.8 second, it is not constant. Yes, this can be varied. It can be longer, it can be shorter. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, it can also be calculated that in 1 minute, the normal healthy person has a heartbeat about 70 to 75. By dividing them, they can calculate it from 0.8. I think so.
Yes, it depends on heart rate. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If your heart rate increases, then the cardiac cycle becomes shorter. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I say that at the normal heartbeat, it will be take 0.8. It may be decreased or increased at the depend on situation.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So to find this duration, you divide 60 seconds to your heart rate, and that's all. 60 seconds. Yes, in 1 minute there is it 60 seconds.
Excuse me, ma'am, voice is not clear.
In 1 minute, and there are 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
So
there is a
this
7 to 75 heartbeats in 1 minute. Normal.
So you divide 60 seconds to your heartbeat. Yes, to your heart rate. Then you will find it. Understood, students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wait.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Not clear. Which one was? Yes, here in this picture, you see that 60 seconds you divide by heart rate. It is, yes, taken here 75, and it is 0.8 seconds. So if your heart rate increases up to 100, so you divide 60 by 100, yes, and there will be
Yes, ma'am.
how many? 0.6 seconds. Yes, if your heart increases up to 100, then one cardiac cycle, it is 0.6 seconds.
1 minute.
Yes, and if your heart rate decreases,
Yes,
for example, yes, 60 till 60, then one cardiac cycle, it is 1 second. Yes.
1 minute.
No, second. 1 second. So yes. And it consists of one cardiac cycle consists of which periods?
Ma'am, it is one is the diastole and the other is systole.
Yes. What is diastole and what is systole?
Ma'am, one is systole
Mm-hmm.
and the diastole. During the diastole, the heart muscles are relaxed, they are expand and full by the blood. And during the systole, the heart muscles contract and pump the blood.
Mm-hmm. Both atrium and both ventricle, they relax and contract at the same time.
Ma'am, I say that. First one, the right atrium is stand. It means it is first one is the atrial diastole is happen during which the arterial muscle stand and the full by the blood. Then it is contract and the ventricle muscle are relaxed and blood is coming into the artery.
Yes.
That's ma'am. Then the blood is coming from right atrium to the veins, arteries.
When you say systole and diastole, we mean systole and diastole of ventricles, yes?
Arterial and ventricle, ma'am.
No, we say yes, systole, yes, systole. It consists of one systole and it consists of one diastole, yes? So
Yes,
here
ma'am.
we mean only ventricles, yes? We mean only ventricles because yes, during contraction of ventricles, blood is pumped into the circulation, yes, systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And also when we have heart sounds, yes, murmurs, for example, we divide also systolic murmur and diastolic murmur according to the ventricles only. Yes, we mean ventricles when we say systole and diastole.
Yes.
But yes, but also yes, we have the separate
Ma'am,
of
once, ma'am.
systole and diastole of atriums. Okay. Now periods of systole and diastole.
Yes, ma'am.
Who will tell me about periods of cardiac cycle? Mm, Так. Yes, who is here? Khanzlan Nasir. What about you? Khanzlan Nasir.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Turn on your camera and we will go on.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Yes. So each systole and diastole, it consists of its own periods, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So which are they? Can you describe them?
Actually, ma'am, I am review chapter number 10, self-excitation of SC nodes, AV nodes. I think that you will ask questions about this topic, but in morning collect statement that you.
When we start ECG, discussing ECG, I will ask you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Next one, who? Who? Muhammad Falakher, what about you? Yes, Muhammad Falakher. Are you here? Yes, no, Muhammad Falakher is not here. Riyaz Khan, what about him? Riyaz Khan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me, please, periods of systole.
What, ma'am?
Periods of systole.
Period of what, ma'am? There is a problem in our.
Yes, tell me about cardiac cycle periods. And turn on your camera, please.
Okay, ma'am.
When do you hear S1, S2, S3, and S4? Yes. Also, tell me. Where are you?
I'm here, ma'am.
I cannot see you. Where are you? Okay. Yes. So, systole and diastole.
Ma'am, there is a problem in our internet. So.
Anyway.
Systole, before aerial systole begin, the ventricle are already 70% filled because of passive blood flow from the arteria. As the arteria contract and increased pressure causes the value of open completely and the ventricle to fill. Diastolic. When the contraction stops, the ventricular muscle relax rapidly. The ventricular pressure almost immediately falls below aortic pressure, closing the aortic values. However, ventricular pressure remains greater than arterial pressure, and the value will remain closed The period of earlier diastolic is called isometric ventricular relaxation. Cardiac cycle timing. The average adult person of rest has 65 to 75 heartbeats and per minute. One complete cardiac cycle takes about
Okay,
0.8
no, okay.
seconds.
Tell me about isovolumetric contraction. Why it is called isovolumic or isovolumetric contraction? Yes,
Isovolumetric contraction means
what does this term mean? Yes, isovolumetric. ISO means yes, can't turn on your camera.
Okay. I have my camera is on.
Yes. What does ISO mean? ISO word prefix ISO mean. Why we call first period of systole as isovolumetric
in cardiac
contraction.
physiology, isometric is event occurring in the inner systole during which the ventricle contracts with no confirmed value change. This short lasting portion of the cardiac cycle takes place while all the heart valves are closed.
Yes, I asked you, but what does the word isovolumetric mean? You are saying me a long sentence.
Sorry, ma'am, I have no idea.
Other students, what does isovolumetric mean? Why it is called isovolumetric contraction? Yes, isovolumetric contraction. Who?
Ma'am, I think so. The isovolumetric contraction.
Turn on your camera.
Him having the same volume.
It means same volume.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, iso means same. Yes, same. So same volume of what?
Contraction means, ma'am, the ventricle or
yes, same volume of blood, which is in ventricles. Yes, why it is the same? It remains the same because all valves are closed during this period. Yes, and blood doesn't flow to anywhere. So the volume of blood remains the same. And what does isometric? Isovolumic means same volume. Yes. What is isometric? Metric means same length. Yes. Same length of cardiac muscle fiber.
Same what, ma'am?
Length.
Same what, ma'am?
Length of the cardiac muscle. Length.
Length?
The length, yes, length of the cardiac muscle fiber doesn't change. It means, yes, they contract, but they don't shorten. There is no shortening of their length. The tension inside cardiac muscle fiber rises, but there is no shortening of their length. Okay? So that's why it is called isovolumetric. Same volume and same length of, yes.
Ma'am, I am Palak Sher. You may be absent. Attendance.
What? Oh, you are here?
I am Palak Sher. You may be attended. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I told you first of one 30 seconds.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. I'm also here. Aziza Ahmed.
Aziza Ahmed.
Congratulations, bro.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this period, during isovolumetric contraction, how does change the pressure in ventricles? And what is the amount of blood in ventricles during this period? Yes. When cardiac muscle fiber contract, the pressure, it will rise or it will decrease when there's a contraction. Pressure will rise or decrease. Yes, I mean pressure in ventricles. Yes. What is the pressure in ventricles? If students, please turn on your cameras. Everyone, turn on your camera. So what is the pressure in ventricles during isovolumetric contraction? Yes, this is first period of systole. Muhammad Falaksheh, do you know? How much is the pressure in ventricles? Okay, let's ask. So, what is how much is arterial blood pressure? Okay, I will ask. What is normal arterial blood pressure?
120.
Systolic, it is 120.
Yes, ma'am.
And diastolic?
80.
180, ma'am. 180.
120 over 80. This is blood pressure in the arteries. But what is the
Yes, ma'am.
pressure in ventricles?
Ventricles, yeah, ma'am. 140, ma'am.
The same, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
120, yes, it can be greater, yes. But if blood
Yes, ma'am.
pressure is 120, then in ventricles also 120.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But during first, this is during contraction, yes? But during
Yes, ma'am.
relaxation, what is the pressure in ventricles?
During relaxation.
Yes, during diastole.
120.
When
120.
muscle relax, there will be a decreased pressure or how? When muscle relax, yes. Diastole, it means relaxation of muscles, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So during diastole,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the
It will
pressure?
be low pressure in the diastole. Maybe
How
80.
much? How much it will be?
Ma'am, during diastole it may be 80, and during systole it may be 120.
No, during diastole it decreases, and even it
Yes,
decreases.
ma'am. I say that it will be 80.
No, it will be less than
Maybe
80. During diastole in ventricles.
Ma'am, in
This is not blood pressure in arteries. This is ventricle, yes? Again?
ma'am, in diastole is maybe 3 to 12. Systolic, it will be increased. It will be 100 and 140.
Yes, during diastole it decreases up to 2-3 millimeters of mercury. Decreases, yes, it drops because muscles are relaxing, yes, relaxing, and that's why pressure decreases. Okay, during systole pressure rises up to 120. Yes, it can be higher. During diastole pressure decreases till 2-3 millimeters of mercury, or even it can be reach 0. Okay. Okay, so during first period of systole, during isovolumetric contraction, pressure rises maximum up to 90 millimeters of mercury only, because there is no shortening of their length. Yes, and pressure rises up to 120 in the next period, which is called a period of ejection. In this period, cardiac muscle fiber, they contract with shortening of their length, and yes, it increases pressure. And when pressure becomes higher than in the aorta, it pushes aortic wall, yes, and there is an opening of aortic wall, yes, and blood is ejected from ventricles into the aorta. Yes, and that's why it is called
Yes,
ejection
ma'am.
period. Yes. First, let's see this in the loop. I have a loop. Yes, here, this is a pressure volume loop of left ventricle. In this loop, yes, from C point, yes, from here starts a systole. From C to D, there is isovolumetric contraction period. From D to from D to F, there is relaxation. Oh, sorry. From D to F, this is ejection, yes, ejection period. Okay, ejection period, and we have isovolumetric contraction period, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So, oh yes, pressure rises up to 20, oh sorry, 90. Pressure rises up to 90 millimeters in the first period of systole. In the second period, it rises up to 120. Yes. What about the blood, volume of blood? How does it changes during systole? Yes, how many, what is the amount of blood that is contained in ventricles?
And it is 70 milliliter maybe.
Only 70?
I think 70.
No, when they are fully filled with blood, there is, it can contain, yes, it can contain how many milliliters? Yes, when they are fully filled with blood, ventricles contain how many milliliters of blood? Yes, students, what is the amount of blood in ventricles?
Yeah, 120 milliliter.
120, yes, 120 milliliter. It is when they are fully filled. Yes, when they are fully filled, yes, there is 120 milliliter. And from this milliliter, yes, during ejection fraction, how many flows into the aorta? How many blood is ejected into aorta? are the ventricles are fully emptied during their contraction?
70
70 what?
milliliter.
70 milliliter what?
Close to the aorta.
Yes, 70 from 170 milliliters is ejected into the aorta. Yes, and we
Yes,
call
ma'am.
this volume as stroke volume.
Stroke
We know
volume.
this.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we know this volume as stroke volume. Yes, so it means that 70 milliliters is ejected, and in the ventricle remained how many?
50.
How many?
50, ma'am.
Yes. So during this period, 70 is ejected from ventricles into the aorta and remained 50. Yes, at the end of systole in the ventricles, there is 50 milliliters of blood. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Stroke volume is 70 and remaining volume is 50. And we call this volume, remaining volume, we call end systolic volume. Yes, after the end
Yes,
of,
ma'am.
in the end of systole. Yes, that's why it
Yes.
is called end systolic volume. Okay. And here systole finishes, yes, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
begins diastole. Then what are the periods of diastole?
Ma'am,
Yes, at point F
ma'am, can you
finishes.
repeat the pressure in the artery and ventricle during systole and diastole?
Okay, let's repeat again. Yes, systole consists of two periods. First one, isovolumetric contraction. Yes, first one, isovolumetric contraction. Yes, second period, here it is period of ejection. Yes, ejection period. Okay, so in the first period, pressure rises up to 90 millimeters because cardiac muscle fibers, they contract without shortening. That's why only 90. And amount of blood, which is in the ventricles, it is 120. Okay, 120 milliliters of blood, and pressure rises up to 20. 90. It rises up to 90. Okay, and during the next period, pressure rises up to 120. Yes, systolic maximum pressure, and it pushes aortic valve to open. Yes, even it becomes higher than 90. Yes, 95. This opens aortic valves. Yes, and blood is ejected from ventricles into the aorta. And during contraction, pressure rises maximum 120. Yes, 120, and 70 milliliters of blood is ejected from ventricles. And
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, voice is not clear. Please repeat this. Ma'am, where from the heartbeat start? From right atrium or
yes, right atrium. We will discuss now when diastole. Yes, during diastole.
ma'am, during the diastole in right artery? What will the pressure and the volume in right artery?
Yes, now we will discuss diastole. Yes, students, please turn off your microphone.
एजाज भाई यार माइक बंद करो एजाज भाई माइक बंद करना
Oh, yes.
ma'am I say that what is the volume and pressure in right artery during diastole when the artery is
Yes,
back
diastole. Now we
please
will
tell ma'am
discuss diastole. Yes, diastole. Yes, during diastole, ventricles relax. Yes, and pressure starts to decrease. Yes, from 120, it decreases up to 10 and less. Yes, 10 and less. During first period of diastole, it is called isovolumetric relaxation. Yes, again the same word because what during this period all valves are closed. What
ma'am
aortic valve closes due to pressure difference. Yeah,
I
mitral
want to
valve.
note that please repeat the ma'am I want to note these uh, points please repeat that during the stole first one is the volume and pressure in the arteria during the stole please ma'am repeat
Atria.
that
Yes, we didn't reach this atria. Yes, I will reach now. Yes, first let's finish with the
what
ventricles.
okay okay ma'am okay.
Okay, pressure in ventricles, it decreases up to 10 millimeters of mercury. Yes, during first period, isovolumic relaxation period. Yes, in this period, cardiac muscles, they relax, but there is no change in their length again. They muscles, they don't, there is no elongation of their length. They relax, but there is no elongation of their length. That's why pressure decreases up to 10 millimeters of mercury. But it is not enough to cause of opening a mitral and tricuspid valve. Yes, because in the atriums, pressure is 4 and 6. Yes, 4 to 6 millimeters of mercury. And that's why pressure in ventricles should be less, yes, to cause opening of mitral valve, yes. So then opening of mitral valve happens during the next period, which is called filling period, okay, filling phase, okay, filling phase. First one was isovolumetric relaxation, okay. A second period, it is a filling phase. Okay, during filling phase, cardiac muscle fiber, they relax with elongation, and that's why pressure decreases up to 0. Okay, up to 0 it decreases, and in atriums pressure is higher. Yes, it is 4 to 6 millimeters of mercury, and that's why, yes, it causes opening of mitral valve. Yes, due to high pressure in atriums, it pushes the atriums, mitral valve to open, and ventricles start to be filled with blood. Yes, filling phase. That's why it is called. And firstly, yes, we have a rapid filling, first early stage, and then slow filling, and finally there will be contraction of atriums. Yes, at the end of diastole, there will be contraction of atriums. Here, pressure rises up to 8 millimeters, 10 millimeters of mercury. And yes,
ma'am
yes,
uh, Ma'am, I'm sorry, I could not understand all the four phases of cardiac cycle. Please repeat this. I want to note that.
Uh, Mama, how to explain it? It's hard to explain
Thank you.
online. Okay, this picture, can you see it clearly?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, where from the start, the first one? Which one the
Okay.
first phase, first period?
It it doesn't
Ma'am,
matter.
it
Yes,
may
it
be
does. It doesn't matter. There can be systole or diastole. You can start with diastole also. Yes, diastole. It is at this point. Yes, here you can see
yes,
when aortic
yes,
valve
ma'am.
close. They're beginning of
Ma'am,
diastole.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, we started from diastole. Okay.
Okay. Ventricular diastole. When we say diastole, is we mean diastole of ventricles only. Okay. So during diastole, that ventricles relax and pressure starts
Yes, ma'am.
to drop. Yes, you can see it was 120 and it decreases. Yes, it decreases up to
Ma'am, during diastole, it will be isovolumic. Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes, we have two periods. First one, it is called isovolumetric relaxation. Second period, it is
Yes,
called
ma'am.
feeling period.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, what will the pressure at the diastole, arterial diastole? Is that-
This, yes, on the
What
y-axis,
is
you
what
see
will be the pressure?
pressure. On x-axis, you see a volume of blood. So you can, yes, take orientation by this x and y axis. So you see in systole, at the end of systole, there was 120 milliliters, oh, sorry, pressure is
Okay,
millimeters
ma'am.
of mercury.
Yes. Uh,
And during diastole,
yes, ma'am.
isovolumetric relaxation,
Yes,
due to
ma'am.
relaxation of muscles, pressure
Yes, ma'am.
decreases. And it decreases, you see
Yes, ma'am.
here,
It
it
may be
decreases.
70.
No, it can be less. It decreases up to 10 millimeters. You can see here. Yes,
Ma'am, it may be 90. What will
it
the
can
value,
be
ma'am?
less. It can be less. It decreases up to 10 millimeters of mercury. Yes,
Ma'am, what will the value? It will 110. How
a
much value,
value,
ma'am?
a value of blood. Yes, you mean value of blood.
Blood pressure, ma'am. As you told that first one is 120 mmHg mercury.
Yes, blood pressure. Yes, the lowest pressure it is here, 10 millimeters of mercury. I'm explaining, you don't hear. Yes, here. This is lowest pressure during isovolumetric relaxation. 10 millimeters of mercury.
Okay, ma'am. It
Not
will be
not 70, not
10.
80, not
10.
90. It is
Okay.
10.
Ma'am, okay. Ma'am, you want to say that during altitude diastole, the minimum value of blood pressure will be 10 and the maximum value will be 120. Yes, ma'am? You're not.
No, 120 it is
Please
during
understand, ma'am.
systole. Yes, maximum. When begins diastole, it decreases up to 10 millimeters of mercury. It decreases
Okay, ma'am.
rapidly because of relaxation of muscles. Yes, at the end of systole, yes, there was 50 milliliters of blood. Yes,
Ma'am,
you can
this
see here also. And systolic volume it is 50. Yes, look here also.
Ma'am, how much blood will be in arterial? 50?
In
Okay.
atriums, they contain their chamber is smaller than
Yes, ma'am,
ventricles,
arterial.
and they might contain I don't know
Okay, ma'am.
40, maybe 40 milliliters.
Okay, ma'am.
But
Ma'am,
was
then how much
ventricles are
the blood will?
full filled with blood,
Ma'am,
not from
in graph they show.
yes.
Oh, ma'am, not understanding. Please understand us.
Understood this isovolumic relaxation.
Ma'am, first one is point is arterial, then during this condition is arteriovolmic. Then there is the pressure is 10 mmHg and the volume is 50 millimeter.
No, look, you don't count. You don't take in count atriums. You just look only ventricles. The main point of cardiac cycle, it is your
Okay, ma'am.
ventricles, not atriums.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
There's no atrial systole and atrial diastole. Yes, just we have
Ma'am, but
ventricular systole and ventricular diastole.
okay, ma'am. Oh, okay, done. First one is the count is ventricle diastole.
Yes, first
Yes,
one
ma'am.
it is ventricular
Is it
diastole.
right now? Yes, ma'am. And then,
During which, yes, there will be isovolumic
which is
relaxation and
isovolumic. Is right?
diastolic feeling.
Isovolumic feeling
Yes.
of blood. And ma'am, how much pressure in the
Ay, aşkım, что-то
ventricle
это.
diastole? Almost you think.
Pressure in ventricular diastole,
Ma'am, in
it
graph
decreases up to
they
10
show
millimeters of mercury. Yes, I'm repeating again. And volume of blood, it is
that diastolic
50.
pressure is almost 9.
And yes, during diastolic feeling,
What, ma'am?
pressure
I
decreases less than 10. Yes, it decreases up to 0.
not hear you properly.
Yes, and starts, yes, there is opening of mitral valve, tricuspid valve, and the ventricles start
And
to
maybe
fill with blood. Yes, blood flows from atriums, and not only from atriums, it flows from a systemic vein also, systemic vein, and from pulmonary veins. Okay, approximately 70 milliliters flows from atriums into ventricles. And so 50 was in the ventricles plus 70, then total will be 120. Okay?
ma'am, please repeat this. You were saying that 120.
Maybe
I could not understand actually, ma'am.
other students, you also don't understand. Uh, yes, it's easy,
Ma'am,
students. If you
other are
look,
not present, I think.
if you look video lecture, you will understand it's very short. Yes, in quickly you will understand
Ma'am, you have a video of lecture.
video lectures.
You have a video
No,
video
I
lecture.
don't have my own video lectures, but in YouTube there
You
are
have.
lots of video lectures, excellent video lectures. I also used to see them, look them. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. I will watch them.
This is my second year
And
teaching. That's why, yes, I also look some topics in video lectures, websites. Yes, I'm also looking for. Okay, and
ma'am, you are also a doctor, but also doing job in hospital.
again, mhm.
Ma'am, you are also doing job in hospital.
Yes, I'm doing job in hospital also. Yes, at the same time. Yes, I have family also. Yes, I have, yes, what
Ma'am,
teaching teaching works and hospital work, and the same at the same time family works. Yes, I'm trying to
Ma'am, in which university you are studying?
I'm not studying.
from
I
which
have finished.
university?
I finished.
Ma'am, from which university you have educated? You learned
QSME,
MBBS.
QSME, and I have taken
Kigama?
my
Ma'am,
in
Kigama?
the surgery, national surgery
Yes,
center.
ma'am.
Yes, there I have taken my residency.
Zadwa Kigama? You know?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, and you, in which subject which field you did your residency program?
I will not tell you, okay? In surgery residency, there are only
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
oh,
Zabaiga करना पूछ के.
students about
अच्छा
heart
पढ़ाते हैं, मैं
sounds.
इस वजह से पूछा था.
Heart sounds. When do you hear first, second heart
We
sound?
should discuss. Ma'am, we should discuss in this lecture the topic which are learned by the Ma'am Rubina. I think so.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm asking that's
Ma'am,
why.
but you are give us another topic like cardiac and ECG.
Yes,
You should, ma'am.
because we are
Ma'am,
going. Yes, we follow syllabus. Yes, according to syllabus. Yes, we are passing cardiac cycle and ECG.
okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. But
But
yesterday,
I,
doesn't follow his syllabus. She's saying that if we study chapter number 17, that's it's easy for us to study chapter number 11 or 12. It's our concept clear if we first study chapter number 17.
Yes, yes. We have discussed this excitation. Yes, rhythmical excitation. In previous class. Yes, we have discussed this excitation of cardiac muscle cells.
ma'am, I was absent in previous class because I was in journey coming back.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I'm also absent in previous lecture.
In previous lecture, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Yes, 5 students. There were.
Actually, ma'am, I joined and then I left the class.
Yes, cardiac cycle and ECG. Yes, these are topics of practice classes, only practice. There is no lecture from this topic. That's why, yes, we are discussing now. Next topic is about regulation of heart activity, blood pressure, and blood flow. And we will complete cardiovascular system. After 1 week, we will start respiratory system. So that's why, yes, you should read all other topics.
Ma'am,
Actually, I'm saying that if we follow the lectures of Ma'am Mohina, that's where she's teaching us chapter number 9, 10, and 17. That's then it's easy for us to study because ma'am, you are forward than him. You are studying, teaching us about chapter number 11, but she teaching us about 18, and it's difficult for us to review chapters at the same time.
Yes, I'm saying that cardiac cycle and ECG, they will not teach in the lecture because these are not topics of lecture class. Only in practice class we will discuss. That's why you should read your own this topic.
Okay,
And,
ma'am.
Ma'am, how we can learn this topic without discussion? These are
From
huge
Google,
topic, ma'am.
video lectures. First of all, you must look video lectures, and then it will be what a bit clear, and then you can read in your books. And
अरे डॉक्टर नजीब के लेक्चर्स है
डॉक्टर नजीब नहीं है यार,
मेरे पास एक तरीका है उससे फ्री होता है, ठीक है? वो आप टेलीग्राम डाउनलोड करें,
वीडियो में तो होता है वो,
मैम
वीडियो में है डॉक्टर नजीब के लेक्चर्स।
डॉक्टर नजीब के लेक्चर जो ईसीजी पर है या कार्डियक साइकिल पर है, वो सब फ्री में ही मुझे तरीका मालूम।
$50 पर मिलता है डॉक्टर नजीब के लेक्चर्स।
Yes, Dr. Najib. Yes, he well explained. Yes, everything.
But ma'am, his one topic is 2 and 3 hours, so they're
Yes,
very lengthy.
I have looked 2 hours to better understand this the ECG. I have looked. You may also look. It's
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you. Yes, for you. It's for yourself. But yes, when you are studying, you make these topics clear for you, for yourself. Because yes, you will pass this topic in the next subject. Yes, in therapy you will pass this. In what cardiology you will pass again this.
Ma'am, your voice has to coming to blur voice.
Now
No, ma'am.
अज़ीज़ा,
हाँ
यार वो कोई उर्दू वाला कोई है चाहिए नहीं है
यार, उर्दू वाला है, जाके YouTube पे लिखेगा गाइड 10 चैप्टर नंबर 10, तो वो पहले आएगा मेडिकल लेक्चर्स के लिए।
उर्दू वाला है चर्सी।
Students, please stop talking. Okay, we didn't finish. Yes, we also have discussed heart sounds, physiological heart sounds, pathological heart sounds. Who knows about this? Riaz Khan?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what are the physiological heart sounds and which one pathological?
What, ma'am?
Do you have stethoscopes, students?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Yes. Have you ever heard sounds, heart sounds?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Could you hear heart sound, first and second heart sound?
Yes, ma'am. First sound is lub, and second sound is dub. That's one.
Which one is intensive, more intensive, high pitched?
I don't understand, ma'am.
Okay. First heart sound, it is due to what? It appears When? In which cardiac cycle? In which period, I mean, in which period? And what causes of
Ma'am,
appearance?
first is one due to diastole. The first one sound is due to diastole.
First sound?
Continue diastole. Yes, ma'am. Or
No.
not?
S1? No.
Yes, ma'am. S1, S2.
So yes, S1, you hear when? Yet what causes appearance of hard sounds? What is the mechanisms of appearance of hard sound? Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it is caused by the closure of the mitral and tricuspid valves at the beginning, like volumetric
Yes,
Yes.
ventricle.
ma'am. S1 hard sounds mitral and tricuspid valve closer. When they are closed, they start S1 hard sound.
Yes. And second hard sound?
And the second,
Then the S2 is split because aortic valve was closure normally and precedes the pulmonic valve closure.
Yes. So second hard sound appears when aortic valve and pulmonary valve close.
yes,
Yes. And third hard sound, S3. S3 appears when?
When, the audible occurs early in ventricular filling, and it may represent the tensing of the cordia, tendia, and the atrioventricular ring.
Mm. S3 can be yes, can be heard rarely. Yes, rarely. We don't hear. We don't always hear. We usually don't hear this, but we can hear it. Young people who are very thin, and it appears when blood rushes into ventricles during early diastole. Yes.
ma'am, S3 is a louder sound. Yeah, slower sound.
Yes, lower sound. And we don't always we don't usually hear S3. And S4 appears when what at the end of diastole atriums contract. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
and pump last portion of blood into ventricles, and this portion of blood cause vibration of walls of ventricle and cause S4. Okay, we have a valvular component. It means what? Closure of valves. Yes, we have a vascular component. This is the rushing of blood. And we have a muscular component. It is vibration of walls of chambers. All these three components causes are the mechanisms of causing heart sounds. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And we have also sounds uh, which are called murmurs. Yes, murmurs. Have you ever heard about murmurs?
And please tell S1 and S2 sound.
No, murmurs are different.
Murmurs are abnormal heart sounds that are heard using a stethoscope.
Yes, these are pathological sounds. In normal, we don't hear murmurs. Murmurs appear when we have What kind of disorder? The main factor that causes murmur is what? Yes. Murmurs, it is sound which caused by turbulent blood flow through chambers. Yes. Between S1 and S2 or between S2 and S1, we hear the sound of noisy turbulent flow. Yes, blood flow. And yes, this turbulent flow is created by which dysfunction? Yes. Students, why you have turned on off your cameras? Yes, students, wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what causes appearance of murmurs?
When the sound originate from the abnormal movements of blood across valves and between the cardiac chambers.
Yes, I said about this, and I'm asking, what is the main reason of murmurs?
The main reason of which results in the chambers of the outer vessels of the aorta or pulmonary artery.
Can you repeat the aorta and pulmonary artery defects of that? Yes, very noisy. Other students, you may close your microphones.
Yes, ma'am. Abnormal heart sound are called murmurs. They are including rasping, washing, or blowing sounds. Ma'am, they are occurring in a different part of the heartbeat. Yes, ma'am. They are starting when blood come to heart and leave to heart. That's time they are heart going to murmurs. The blood when come to heart and the blood when leave, the blood when outside of the heart, they are going to start murmurs.
Yes, we call yes diastole and systole. Yes, when blood come into the heart, we call diastole. Yes, when they are filling. Yes, so use medical term. We have, that's why we have diastolic murmurs and systolic murmurs according to which cycle we can hear. And the main cause of the murmurs is valvular dysfunction.
Yes, ma'am.
Disorders of walls, yes, heart walls. What kind of disorders of heart valve do you know? We have
hypoxia, ma'am.
Again?
Hypoxia.
Hypoxia? No, it's not valvular dysfunction. Hypoxia is decreased oxygen level, yes, at the tissue level. We call hypoxia.
Second one is ischemia.
No. We have two types of valvular dysfunction. First, it is stenosis. during which heart valve open not properly. Yes, there's this
What's name, ma'am? What's name?
stenosis.
Stenosis.
Yes, aortic stenosis, mitral stenosis. Yes, tricuspid stenosis. Uh, yes, during which aortic, for example, yes, aortic valve not doesn't open properly, and there is what narrowing of the orifice, valvular orifice, and blood flows through this narrow orifice and create this turbulent flow. And yes, we hear systolic murmur. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And second type, it is insufficiency. When we have insufficiency of valve, this valve doesn't close properly. First one, it can't open properly. Second, it doesn't close properly. So it means that there will be backflow of blood. Backflow of blood. Yes, because walls don't close properly. Okay, there will be backflow of blood, and we call this regurgitation. Yes. And due which we can hear again murmur. Yes, due to backflow of blood, we hear murmur.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Diastolic means was during diastole. Yes. Systolic means during systole we hear this murmur. Oh yes. And finally, yes, ECG. Yes, ECG. What is ECG? What is ECG?
Ma'am, the recording of the heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Actually, yes, ma'am.
Or a recording of activity of heart. Yes, not heartbeat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, electrical activities.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Electrical signal and electrical.
Yes, how electrical impulses are transmitted through your heart. Yes, it shows this one.
Yes, ma'am.
And here is standard.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Turn off your microphones. Maybe it will be clear. Yes, this is standard ECG. Standard ECG 12 leads. Yes, 12 leads. You can see first, second, third, fifth, fourth voice. All them we call standard leads. Yes.
Ma'am, voice not clear. Your voice not clear, ma'am.
Oh, I believe how
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, students, I will share you yes, video. Maybe you might understand. Wait. Due to what? No. Understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, 12 leads, and each lead shows us a different part of heart. Yes, different part of heart. And yes, on the ECG, we have components. Yes, we have components of ECG. Yes, these are wave. Yes, waves, segments. We have waves, we have segments, we have intervals, and we have complexes. So which are wave, which are segments, which are intervals, and which are complex. Now, waves, yes, we divide the waves into positive and negative. Yes, positive, these are located above the isoelectric line. We have invisible isoelectric line here. Yes, and waves which are above, we say positive. So P wave, it is positive, R wave is positive, and T wave is positive. Yes, and negatives are Q and S. Yes, they are negative. And we have segments. Segments, these are part of ECG, which fall on the which lie on the isoelectric line. So here we have what with this part, it is segment, and its name is PQ segment. Yes, and we have another segment which is here. Yes, it is called ST segment. Yes, between S and T. PQ segment, it is between P and Q. Yes, these are segments, and we have intervals. You can see here PR interval. They include both wave and segments. Okay, and last one, we have complex. Yes, we have QRS complex. Here, three waves together, they form complex. So according to why we have negative and positive, negative and positive waves, it is due to electrode. Yes, electrode. If it goes, the wave of depolarization goes towards the electrode. Yes, positive electrodes. Yes, we call positive. We see positive waves. If it goes away from electrode, there will be negative deflection. Yes. So yes, P wave here. P wave shows us depolarization of atriums. Yes, when impulse come from SA node come and reach the atrial muscle, they cause depolarization of membrane, yes, of atrial muscles. And on ECG, we see it as P wave. And then impulse reach the AV node, we see it as PQ segment here. And then impulse spread to the interventricular septum, we see Q wave. And to the apex, we see R wave. When it reaches the S lateral wall and base of ventricles, we see S wave. Okay, these are depolarization. After depolarization, there will be repolarization, and it is seen as T wave. Okay. Yes. Okay, so here, yes, and other, in this semester we discuss only basics of ECG like leads, yes, components of ECG. So there is no interpretation of ECG. Yes, we don't interpret. Yes, what is the sinus rhythm? Yes, is there any sinus rhythm? We don't count heart rate, and we don't measure duration and voltage of each waves. That's why I will not teach you this for this. That's all, students. For the next class, prepare regulation of cardiovascular system. Yes, everything regarding regulation. This is last topic. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So that's all. See you next class.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
forget to solve the quiz numbers on Moodle.
That's too bad, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, man. Thank you. Class ليكوا يا لكم ما تخصمش.